Here's the thing, right? I have a little bit of a rant because if I'm being honest, I feel like people are giving way too much negativity when it comes down to these big presentations, because we really only get, what, 3 of them? Because we get Gamescom, but in order, it's the Game Awards, so in December, and then you have Summer Game Fest, and then you have Gamescom, and then you have obviously the State of Plays, the Xbox Directs, the Nintendo Directs, and then you have specific developer directs, specific company directs, etc. We only really get like a big one, 3 of them every single year. And sometimes I just have this itching feeling of people are way too negative when it comes down to like these presentations. I wonder why, because here's one thing that everybody has to realize. One thing is not going to cater toward you. It's definitely going to cater toward a specific game audience, a specific fan base. It's going to cater toward a specific whoever, whatever, right? So whenever I see people complaining about, oh my gosh, this was so bad, or what they showed off was so bad, you know? Okay, but I feel like the whole counterpoint to that is they probably just showed off stuff that catered toward a specific audience, but didn't cater toward you. I don't know. The way I see it is I feel like there's too much flack going into these presentations, especially when so many people work hard on it. At the same time, we definitely need to know the state of the gaming industry and what is being shown off. Because, for example, guess what? People are saying Gamescom was bad. Probably the same people, or maybe even another specific fan base or whatever, is probably going to say, oh, the Game Awards is bad because they didn't show up, blah, blah, blah. Or they just didn't show up, blah, 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 blah. Or something else. You know, it's just going to keep happening and happening. So I don't know how Jeff Keighley does. I really don't. Because I feel like whenever he does like these presentations, I feel like he always knows he's going to get a bunch of BS toward it, you know? It's just, it probably doesn't faze him, because guess what? He does it for a living. So, you know, this is what his entire like livelihood is, you know? So props to him for that. It's just that, I don't know. I feel like people just complain too much about like a certain thing not showing up. And this goes for not only like these big presentations, this goes for Nintendo Directs. This goes for State of Play Directs. These goes for Xbox Directs. If a specific gaming franchise is not going to show up, people are going to say, oh yeah, this is bad. Like, for example, right? During an Xbox thing, if Rare or Banjo-Kazooie doesn't show up, it's bad. Or for State of Play, if they don't show off, I don't know, God of War or Spider-Man or whatever, it's bad. Or if they don't show off in Nintendo Direct Smash, it's bad. Mario 3D, it's bad. I don't know. Maybe I'm just rambling. Maybe it's just me. I don't know. But I feel like people give way too much flack for what is being presented, especially when people work hard. The gaming industry is already in the shit at the moment. I think people have to be more and more forgiving when it comes to big presentations such as these, because people work hard on it. Whenever I see just people just saying, oh my God, this is terrible because this is just so bad, or they just didn't show off a certain something. Or the one thing that I saw is maybe people are saying it was bad because it kept showing a game or like a specific genre. I saw that today, and honestly, I could kind of see that. At least I could kind of see that, because when you think about it, like Souls-like games has taken over the entirety of like a lot of games. Still, for me personally, it's just so like, meh, that wasn't for me. I feel like people have to be really careful with what they say. It's like people gotta say like, that wasn't for me, or, you know, instead of like, oh my God, that was so shit because they didn't show blah blah blah. So dumb. It's actually so stupid. Like, you're wasting your breath. Actually, you're literally wasting your breath in regards to like being just over dramatic because they just didn't show off something. That's just my personal opinion though. Yeah, I mean, that's kind of like my entire thing. I feel like people just gotta be more nicer, man. I just think people just gotta be more nicer, because it's just so annoying just seeing so much negativity every single fucking time whenever there is like a big ass presentation. Like, I understand not everything is gonna cater toward you. It's just that, like, I think for people have to realize the human side of every single fucking announcement. Because think about it, right? Think about the negotiation behind every single announcement. People went up to Jeff Keighley, or Jeff Keighley went up to them, and asked, hey, can we show this off here? And they probably were like stoked, or just like, oh wow, you know, like we can show this off and millions of people are watching. Because guess what? Guess what, guys? Whenever it comes down to these big ass presentations and people wonder like, oh, why are we watching this? Or people are like, how does this get so much like so much viewership and whatnot? People are in it for the announcements. And guess what? There's going to be that one little something of hope that says we're probably going to announce like a new so-and-so, you know? I'm telling you, people are not this dumb, man. Not this dumb. People watch because there probably is a chance of something big happening. That's one. Or two, people watch because other people are also watching it. The thing is, right, you can't cater to everybody. That's the thing. You literally can't cater to everybody on this fucking online platform. And then again, gamers are always so fucking like, we are so like miserable when it comes down to like things that just do not go our way, especially with like games. I just feel like we're very miserable when it comes down to that. Like if something isn't like this, we get hyper crazy about it for some reason. Anyways, I just had to get off that off my chest because I feel like people just give off so much flack about these types of presentation. I just don't think it deserves it. You can literally just criticize it saying like, that wasn't really for me. But you can't say like, oh, that was like the worst show ever, or like, oh my gosh, why are we still watching this, bro? Think about the human side of it. The gaming industry is already in the shit, all right? Maybe I'm just talking a bunch of shit there that maybe I'm just not making any sense. But I think for me personally, I just look at it from a not so crazy like hard reaction to it, you know? I do not say immediately, oh my god, that was terrible, or oh my gosh, why are we watching this? Oh my goodness. I disagree with that notion. Enough of my rambling. I'm sorry. I mean, I had to talk about that. I feel like I needed to really like get my stuff off my chest and just talk about like a bunch of that kind of stuff, because I think for me it really just is just sometimes so